Hello, I'm Natasha Gutierrez. Welcome to Rappler. We're here in Baguio City talking to Frank Simatu about tourism in the summer capital of the Philippines. Frank is a travel author and a journalist born and raised here in Baguio. Hi Frank, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So let's start from the very beginning. What are the top three features do you think of Baguio? The top three that make it stand out?
Baguio was created by the Americans as a hill station. That's why they only come here on March and April. We call it the season. That's the only time they come here.
The season?
Yeah.
Okay, March and April, okay.
So that's the only time they come here. And so we're actually Little America. So that's the second. And the third is, right now, ukay-ukay.
The weather is nice right now. Is it always like this?
Well, climate change, we don't know. That's why there might be more people coming to Baguio because of, well, they say that Manila will be inundated. So Manila people are actually buying lots here, and Koreans.
So you foresee more movement here
Yeah.
as a permanent move, not just tourism?
Well, they've been buying, I mean, the elite then were buying lots. And so right now we're seeing more. During the earthquake, 1990, the value of land fell down and it's coming back and it's now twice as the value there.
What do you think, in your opinion, has given it its lasting power? We talked about how, it's been here since American history, pero bakit ganito katagal ang Baguio? Bakit popular pa rin siya hanggang ngayon?
Well, it's a brand. Like the broom, di ba? Nobody makes the broom here, but it's always made in Baguio. So, yeah, whenever my relatives in the US, whenever they use that broom, they always think of happy thoughts because of Baguio.
So Baguio is a brand, and its
Yeah.
products make it a brand. What other brands or products?
Strawberry.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, arts, strawberry, the broom, peanut brittle.
Let's talk a little more about the arts. So what is it about? I personally, I came here a lot growing up, but I don't know much about arts in Baguio. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, in 1909, Baguio's already a cosmopolitan. There are 41 nationalities at the time then. So we're used to it, and we're also the educational capital of the North. So we have the certain sophistication for arts. But I mean, the arts that you know was actually after the EDSA, when Ben Cab, Santi Bose, who else? Kidlat Tahimik. Kidlat is from Baguio, but he live in Europe. But they all came back in 1980s, so that's when it started.
And how would we appreciate art here in Baguio? Are there
Yeah.
specific museums we could go to?
Yeah, there are lots. We have Benka Museum, which was voted by TripAdvisor as one of the top 25, I think. And then we have the Baguio Museum, which is never used anyway. Then we have Tamawan. And then we have Bocas. And then we have a new one in UB.
And are these all Filipino art?
Yeah. And we also have a weird museum you should go. It's a dog eating museum.
A dog
Yeah.
eating museum.
Well, because dog eating is already banned in Baguio, so we just created a museum.
So was it a practice that people in Baguio used to do?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, speaking of changes, what are the biggest changes you've seen
in
over
Baguio.
your lifetime here in Baguio? What has changed so
Yeah,
much?
it always makes me cry whenever I go back to Baguio.
Makes you cry?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, well, less pine trees. It's getting warmer. And it used to be, maybe I'm so old, but it used to be like there's a community feel that you know everybody passing by.
Yes.
I don't know, I don't see that now.
How about positive changes?
Oh, right now, positive, that's hard. Oh, well, we have ukay-ukay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think Ukay Ukay has done for the city?
Well, it did a lot. There was a time when we have the meningococcinia scare. It was the ukay-ukay which brought it back.
Which brought the disease here?
No, brought back the tourists.
Brought back the tourists,
Yeah.
okay. And you think Ukay Ukay has become a part of the Baguio culture?
It's like patpong, I mean the night market.
where do you see Baguio heading?
Oh
We've
my.
talked about these changes. You said you talked about some negative changes
Yeah.
actually, but where do you see it heading in the future?
We're having, we call it the BLISS program, where BLISS means Baguio, La Trinidad, Itogon, Sablan, Tublay, and Tuba. These are the neighboring towns, and we're creating a metro Baguio. This is like getting parts of them. So I hope it's in the planning stage for the past 20 years.
And what does it incorporate? Just
It will
increasing
make
the
Baguio
tourism?
bigger,
Okay.
and there will be like zones for students, zone for the red zone.
Would that expand the tourism just aside from just making it central to Baguio to include the other provinces?
Yeah.
The BLISS program.
It's just expanding it.
Okay, and what would the other metro, I guess if I were here in Baguio and I'd want to see La Trinidad, what would
part of
that
it.
offer? Okay.
Yeah.
What would we see in the outer areas?
Well, in Trinidad you have strawberries. Ano pa ba? The vegetable. Call it the salad bowl. Tuba, you have Bencab. Bencab Museum, that's Asin, that's Tuba. Then you have Santo Tomas, that's part of Tuba. Actually, Baguio is within Tuba, that's why we're just a crazy small area.
Okay, so you mentioned a lot about vegetables and strawberries. Would it be accurate to say that Baguio's food scene is becoming better?
Yeah, we got lots of chefs right now. Cafe by the Ruin just opened a new Cafe Dua. And then we have Manila and Baguio chefs coming back. So we're having more than pinikpikan now.
How about the food native to Baguio?
That's one. That's one.
Aside from that.
And we have Tapway.
What's that?
That's rice beer.
Rice beer.
Yeah. And we also have a new one, Baguio Brewery. You should go there. These are Canada-based Baguio people who opened a brewery, and we have like 12 different beers.
Wow.
You should try the strawberry beer.
Strawberry beer. And the strawberries are fresh strawberries from Baguio?
Yeah. And they have, the best one is, do you know Masa Flora?
No.
What's this? Passion fruit.
There's passion fruit beer?
Beer, yeah. You
Wow.
should try that. It's
Okay.
in Marcos Highway.
How about the nightlife in Baguio? Is there a nightlife? Music scene, art
Oh, those
scene?
things, yeah. That's the one we're mostly country western. You know, cowboy.
Yes. So that's a type of music?
We're
Okay.
big in that.
Okay. What do you think is Baguio's best kept secret? You're talking about beers I've never heard of, this expansion of tourism in other metropolitan cities.
Maybe the food.
Okay.
I can tell you the best cheap food, slaughterhouse, and then there's one behind what's that? Country Club.
Uh-huh.
We call it Over the Buckle. We have lots of these small places where you can.
So would you recommend Baguio for travelers on a budget?
Very much, yeah. Actually, the ones who come on Holy Week, they only bring their van and then they sleep in Burnham Park. We have public restrooms, so they bring their food.
So I guess that's one thing also that Baguio has to offer. It still has parks compared to, let's say, Manila, where you can't really enjoy that, right?
Yeah.
So you can camp in Burnham. Do people do that often?
They do a lot. Yeah.
Okay. What would your recommended itinerary be for first-timers?
First timers right now, Gigi God asked me that. So the first day you go to the outside, go to Asin. There's the wood carving, and then you go down Bencab, and then the wood carving.
Okay, so it's more of an art day, the first
Yeah.
day. And day two?
No, and then you go to Lourdes, and then you go to Tamawan, and then there's a way to the strawberry, so you can
Strawberry
do that.
fields.
Yeah.
Okay. Day two?
Day two, well, the usual, you do the Burnham, and then you do Mansion. I haven't done that for a long time.
The tourist spots.
Yeah, the tourist spots.
Okay, so Wright Park.
Yeah.
Okay. And day three?
You really want the secrets. Are you into caving?
Yes.
There are places you can go, but you have to talk to the Baguio. They call it the mountaineers. They will bring you there.
So there's caving also in Baguio. Okay. And what's the one thing you want people to know about Baguio City?
What do they do not know about Baguio? Well, it has its charm. I'm not really a tourist guy, but I always go back here. And Baguio people who go abroad, they always come back.
Why is that?
I don't know. There's that people have been telling me about the pining for pine.
Pining for pine.
Yeah,
Okay, so you think it's the pine trees?
yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Frank, for your time. We've been speaking to Frank Cimatu about tourism in the summer capital in the Philippines, where to go and where to eat. I'm Natasha Gutierrez. Thanks for watching.